Yo, this Kev Brown repping that grit. Right now, you checking out Crooked Streets Radio. Peace.
Welcome back to the Chief Loud Show. This is your man Fly Guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just high, y'all. Stay high. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call me Fly Guy. I be flying all the time. But we back and we want to get into our little strain review. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to talk about a little something that I love. Blue Dream. Now, it's been a minute since I had some real Blue Dream. It's been some imitators. You know what I'm saying? Some fornicators. Some just BS litigators. But ain't nothing real like the real Blue Dream. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It is a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? It's a haze and a blueberry strain. You know what I'm saying? And it has a sweet, fruity smell and a nice fruity taste to it. It's flavorful.
Yeah, it sounds real tasty. Real tasty.
I'm saying. You
sound like you on something right now.
I mean, right now I'm on some other shit. It's good. It's not as good as Blue Dream. Trust me. If I was on Blue Dream right now, this is what you be hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you hearing. Nothing, because I'd be too laid out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Too relaxed. That's
chillax, as they say.
When you just want to nod out.
Right.
After about a good, nice 30-minute float, get you some Blue Dream.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is a hybrid, like I said, but you know, the sativa and indica mix just really flow. It is sativa dominant, so you get a great high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that indica does bring you down and let you relax and go into that nice, I'm just relaxed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Blue Dream, baby. Always get you some if you could find it. Hoard that shit. I ain't lying. Trust me, if I can get 5 pounds right now, I would. Bills wouldn't get paid. Everybody be broke. But I had me 5 pounds though.
Yeah. The Blue Dream strain is pretty nice. It's definitely a nice mellow, to me, kind of fill you out kind of high to me. And I that's one that have no complaints ever. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, even if you read the reviews on it, it's gonna tell you like, it's gonna give you that high effect real quick, and then it's gonna settle you down into a euphoric state. Total body relaxation.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Blue Dream, baby. I'm coming for you. I see you in my sleep. I'm dreaming about you. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, nice one. As Fly Guy bringing that up with the Blue Dream strain review, Chief Loud Radio. Talk a little bit of some things going on in the news with cannabis right now. The Gridiron Cannabis Coalition calls for the NFL to allow medical marijuana. Pretty interesting. For quite some time, the NFL has always, illegal substance abuse, in
performance enhancing substances. Marijuana is not a performance enhancing.
No, it's not. And it's
unless you're having sex.
I mean, it's good to see.
Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
But it's good to see that this is being talked about. I mean,
we know about it. Needs to be pushed. It need to happen.
It's a start.
Look at Ricky Williams. He had to give up his career because he wanted to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You shouldn't have to choose between.
Shout out to Ricky Williams.
Job and weed.
Definitely.
You should be able to have both. How can you afford weed without a job?
Right. Hey, Ricky, you my man down there with the Dolphins, and I know you was smoking some ooh-wee.
Was he?
My man
said I quit.
Right. But this is pretty interesting. The Southwest Cannabis Conference and Expo has been taking place down in Phoenix, Arizona. A couple of organizations in attendance, and basically they have one common thing, and that is to talk about, allowing medical marijuana into the NFL, which, as to your point, Fly Guy, I think is definitely something that should be pushed and not talked about. That, to me, the whole medical side, what comes with marijuana should not be something that just needs to be talked about, because everyone knows that it is a medicine. It is a plant that can be used for medicinal purposes, for, from pain, labor pains, to being nauseous, there's so many things that you can do on the medicinal side when it comes to marijuana.
God put this here for you and me.
So to me, you think about it, prior, to the prohibition of marijuana, there was medicinal marijuana. That was more favorable than alcohol, because they also had medicinal whiskey.
The ancient Chinese were the first to start using marijuana medicinally.
Exactly.
Ancient Chinese, not the Chinese from 1970. We talking about ancient Chinese. You know what I mean?
Right.
Before they even had chopsticks, they was using medicinal marijuana.
Exactly. And they so to see where we're at this point in time, this day and age, knowing what we know, the technology, the history behind marijuana, yet and still we have the politicians and states and who are unfavorable for legalizing for medicinal usage. That's, to me, that should just be a given. And I am an advocate for recreational as well. So, but I look at it in the sense when recreational in the sense of how Washington D.C. went about decriminalizing marijuana. It's a plant, so I should have the right to grow this plant like any other plant in this world. So I get passionate about this, man, because I think it's just stupid for government to feel this way, and it's really all ties back to money, because it always goes back to Big Pharma, who has their hand in the cookie jar.
But they could cash in too. They got a lot of dough. They could cash in on this, but hey, screw them.
No, why? How? I can grow my own.
I didn't say.
How they could cash in? Why would I? I don't need to go to them. I can grow my own. I get my seeds. I grow my own.
I just said screw them. I'm just saying, if they want to pull a lot of money and lobbyists into shutting it down. That's why I said screw them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at it like, hey, this is another revenue stream, they want to act that way. That's on them.
Right.
But yeah, the Red Iron Cannabis Coalition, which their board is former players. Which include Ricky Williams, Kyle Turley, Nate Jackson, and Eben Britton. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know who Kyle Turley is, he was a former offensive lineman for the New Orleans Saints. And prior to this conference, he did speak, and he stated that there is nothing that's going to change about this sport as far as injuries are concerned. What needs to change is how we address the injuries and the medication to treat them. And I agree with him, because a lot of times, a lot of these players, and there are a lot of players, especially look at LT, prime example. They get injured, they take painkillers, next thing you know, they get strung out on drugs. Now their whole career is ruined over a simple injury that if they had medical marijuana, they would have played 10, 15 more years.
Right.
Made it to the Hall of Fame and everything. He still made it to the Hall, but I'm just saying his career was a little bumpy. That's all I'm saying.
We talking about, it's interesting. There's where there are several religious leaders in the state of Pennsylvania who are demanding that medicinal marijuana be legal. So that's, to me, says a lot. You know, even when we talk about medicine, if there's something that we can use to cure an ailment, why not? Why are we trying to, especially when we have, tobacco, and what it brings to the table? It's like, come on, it's like, it just so backwards, and so this is something like that says a lot to me, coming across an article saying religious leaders, are in demand of the legalization of medicinal marijuana. So that says a lot. They understand the significance behind that. It's a plant.
Exactly.
It's medicine.
It's an herb.
And just like
Straight
anything else.
from the earth.
Right. It's from the earth. So that's Chief Loud Radio, making our spill, making our footprint, and letting it be known how we feel about what's going on with medicinal marijuana. Let's take that first step and know your laws, know what your state is, the progression that's being done in your state. Get with your local chapters and organizations who are advocates of this legalization, both medicinal and recreational. Chief Loud has friends with Maryland Normal, and we want to extend our friendship, and we want to make sure that we support those organizations who are out there in the trenches. And we were out there in the trenches with Maryland Normal this weekend, being a big supporter and just providing the education and the literature behind why we should legalize. So exactly. Chief Loud Radio.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So smoke it if you got it. Stay high. We'll be right back.
All right. And we out.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.